Hi there, it's George Burnett, Covers Camo, custom seat covers, and we're going to be installing the 2019 Buick Envision. All right, so this one is Kryptek Raid trim. I really like this one. This is actually on my vehicle as well. This durable Kryptek Raid, and super good and tough for the trim size there. And then this is the black suede for the insert. Really comfortable, really nice, nice feel to it there. So nice, matches very nicely with the black and the grays and the charcoal grays in here. So, okay, so let's see. There's the first step. I like to install. This is the backrest. Some of these might be labeled in yours. Some of them might not be. It's pretty easy to see which ones are the backrest, which ones are bottoms. So let's get started. I like to do the bottoms on this install first, and then we'll do the backrest, then we finish out with the headrest. I like to take these straps. This is the center one in here, okay? So this one's called a safety tie. Many years ago, I learned how to do a safety tie, and so this cover would never roll forward. A lot of covers can move forward if they don't have a good installation system, and we've got a great installation system for you. So this strap, I like to move that forward and got all three straps kind of in place right there. So that's how that's gonna lay out, just like that, okay? I like to take this inside, this draw rope that's gonna be going around and connecting to itself. I like to get that. I've got a loop already for you there. And if you don't, let me show you how to do that. Let me just sort of, if I want to give it a little more length, I can take it just like this, untie that loop, take it just like this, all right, just like that. Take your finger and throw this through there and give yourself a nice loop to work with, okay? Okay, so let's take that. Let's see, this customer's got a little foam pad right there. I'm gonna remove that, just a little something to cushion that. All right, and we'll take this installation and kind of run it right around the back side, just like that, okay? And then we're just gonna take this and tuck this there, all right? And over the front edge here. Now on this particular one, there is a Velcro, this is called the loop here. We're going to attach a pistol pocket onto that Velcro loop there. So that's how that one's going to be. They're going to have a pistol pocket there. On the front edge here, there's buckles. Okay, and so that strap, corresponding strap here to the outside is going to come forward underneath, and then go to this loop. And then it's going to feed through. Let me just show you how it's going to feed through, because it's going to be kind of hard to see that angle of this. And so we're going to feed right through. There's kind of three different slots here. It's going to come right through the center slot, come right through the bottom, and snug down real nice and good and tight. So, okay. So that's going to be running underneath the seat. So it's kind of hard to see that, so I just wanted to show you that. And then this is tucked in the outside. There's plastic trim on the outside over here. And now let me show you this rope right here. I like to take this. This is thrown into a knot right here, okay, just a loop knot. So right there. I'm gonna undo this, and okay, because this one's gonna go around the back side to that loop I put on the far side rope over there, okay? So this is, I take this off to the side. Now this is gonna go, and this is kind of key here. So this rope is gonna go right down right down here, okay? Right down there and drop down. Not around the plastic trim, not around the trim like this. Okay, that would look really tacky, okay? So you want to go down on the inside right here. We'll find a channel to go through that. We're going to find a channel. We're going to drop that rope right down there, and we're going to go to the back side to pick that up, okay? And that will go across to that other loop over there. So we'll tuck that down to get started right there, okay? Now, got the kind of the front hooked over the front edge there in place. I like to take this center. This is, again, these straps on the inside, the outsides are going to go forward to the buckles. The center one is going to go, the safety tie is going to go underneath to basically a spring or a bar and come right back to its buckle. So it's going to come right back to this buckle right here and cinch down tight, okay? So that's not going up to the front. That's just going underneath and back to the buckle. I like to take that and kind of get that started right there. All right, now we're gonna go to the back side. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do back there. Kind of the old days, there was, and some seats still have this, a passage that you can run those straps right through here. As you can see, there's now a flap there, and it kind of trims it off nice, so that's why they're doing it. There's our strap that I started to tuck through. But we're gonna need to, we wanna to make it easier, we wanna reach up underneath there. And then let's see if we can just unhook Let me see if I can just feel this and unhook that right there. I just unhook that right, and that makes it a little bit easier to work this. And we'll just hook that back up as we finish it up. There was the other hook right there. I just reached underneath there. I didn't have to look at it. I just felt underneath there and I could feel where I needed to unhook it. And that way we can run our seat cover straps through here and fasten it all down, and then this will finish up and hook back again underneath. Through the seat right there. Okay, and this strap's gonna come through here. All right. And then we'll take this right here. Now you can wear some gloves. It's kind of nice sometimes because this has got the hook. It's a little rough, and sometimes pushing this through it, you just have to kind of force it a little bit. There we go. Just push it on through. So gloves aren't a bad idea. A little easier on your hands actually. All right, so we're just pushing that through. Position this over here. Now push that right there. Okay, looking good. Tuck this in this side trim right there. Okay, and here we go. There's our straps coming through. Now there we go. There's our safety tie strap right there. So we're pulling those straps through the seat, split right of the seat right there. We'll go ahead and take this tag off there right now. That doesn't need to stay. All right, so good. All right, now let's take and run that strap all the way forward. Good. We'll tuck it up underneath there. I'll drop down low to see where I need to make sure I'm not interfering with any electronics or anything. Push that forward. Okay. While I'm here, I'm going to take the safety strap. I'm going to go up underneath here. See if I can find something that's kind of solid. Doesn't have to be suited. There it is. There's a spring right there. You can see that there was a spring right there. I'm going to go here into that spring and then right back to the safety tie buckle right here. So I went underneath to that spring, right back to the buckle, feed it through, proper slots right there. Just kind of start to snug this down. Just like this, okay? Just to snug this down. That's just gonna make sure that, just with enough tension on it to make sure that it doesn't move forward enough. Okay, great, perfect. And then this outside strap, we're going forward. We're gonna go up to the front, catch that buckle. Now while we're right here, let's see if we can find that installation. There it is right there. There's the installation rope, the outside rope that I dropped down next to the trim. On the inside of that trim, I should say. All right, there it is there. Okay, and okay, let's take there's our strap. We're gonna go forward with it. Let's go over to this side. Over right here, and here is the loop I put on the inside over there. And we could actually take and kind of get that started. All right, cool. I might just take it right here. Now watch this. If you just take that, now I'm gonna retighten this, but for right now, I'm just gonna set it here just to kind of hold this in place. I wanna check this inside to make sure that it's coming in a good spot. Okay, so I want to come down over here to where it's not going to get sheared by any seat action, like lowering or raising that seat. So I want to make sure it went above this bar right here. There we go. I want to go above that bar, not below it. All right. And just for starters, just right here, I'll show you how this is done. Take this right here, and then if you'll take and just pinch it just like this, and then throw loop on it just like that. Now we're gonna tighten that down, but just to kind of hold things in place. You can see how I just kind of started that, just connecting those two. Now let's go take those straps and run those up to the front. Okay, one nice tip is that this seat raises up really nicely. Look how a lot of seats don't lift up quite this high. And this one lifts up, and so when you're doing this install, lift that seat up and you can reach underneath there so much easier. That's a nice little tip. You couldn't also see before how this just tucked inside. Let me pull that out. It's not done installing yet. So I'm going to pull this out and then show you how this just tucks down inside this trim. So there it is right there. So here's the plastic trim here, and we're going to take that down and we're going to tuck that into that right there. Okay. And inside the front edge right like that. Okay. All right, and then when we install that, again, that install rope went right down here between this trim and the seat. It went right down there. Okay, we talked about that. Now we're coming forward. So there's our straps that we ran from the back up to the front. And here's our buckle. We're gonna feed it through the buckle right here and snug it on down. We kind of pull this and snug that down. I'm gonna do the other side and make sure everything is positioned before I do all my final tighten down. So take this buckle right here, feed it up through there, down through the bottom slot, kind of 3 slots there. You'll only use in 2, and then snug it down. Now I like to make sure that this edge is right, kind of matching the factory upholstery, where this is right on that edge right there. So it's looking nice. This side to side's looking good. Front is looking good here. Before I tighten this all on down. Now, okay, so here's what I like to do is compress the seat a little bit as you tighten it. Okay, so I got this strap in my left hand, and I'm gonna take and smooth this out a little bit and compress, and then pull this strap through that buckle and pull it towards the back and snug that down. Compress this just a little bit. Great. And then compress this, tighten down, and that snug that down. And excellent. Ooh, it's looking beautiful. Okay. Again, this is Kryptek Raid with a black suede, and suede is awesome, the nice material there. With dogs, I wouldn't recommend it though. Dog hair is going to probably kind of show up on this a lot more. Still really good and durable, looks great, super comfortable. But, and from a durability standpoint, this material on the side for sliding in and out is just going to protect this upholstery here excellently. Okay, so now we're just finishing this bottom up there. Our safety strap, I kind of showed that earlier. I'm going to double check that, just tighten that just a little bit more. That's good. So there's our center safety strap. It went through this buckle, right there, and went up underneath to a spring. And I'm just going to take and snug that down. All right, tighten that. Good, that's nice, snug. The outside strap went to above any bars there and all the way to the front through the buckle. The inside strap, there it is there. Did the same, went all the way to the front. Okay, that's looking good there. Tuck that behind that trim right there. It's looking excellent. This looks like it's a heater cable for probably, let's see, probably seat heaters here. So I went, the seat cover is showing how it's trimmed out nicely there. Okay, last thing there is we want to take our side to side and this draw rope that's going to snug this all down. Now I'm looking to see and make sure that it's not in any, it went on the outside, I went of the draw rope, I wanted to make sure I didn't go in a place that it would get sheared. And so there it is right there coming from the side. And I want to go here. I'm going to take this, and rather than go around the back side of it here, I'm going to feed that. I'm just going to undo this loop right there. And I'm going to go in front of this bar right there. Okay, just like this now, okay? And now I'm going to feed it back through the loop. All right. Now, before I tie that off, here's our end of our safety strap. I'm going to reach up underneath here and just tuck it underneath a spring just to get it. There it is. Or there's a spring up underneath there just to get it kind of finished off and tucked out of the way. Okay. So that's turned out. Now, here we are, side to side. I'm going to take some tension out of that right there. Tighten that up. Tighten this side up. And then I'm going to reach up underneath here just like this and do that same thing I just showed earlier. I'm just going to take and kind of pinch it right there, throw a loop right around it here, come back. There it is right like that, okay? I usually throw one more loop on it just like this and tie that off. There we go, okay? get those pretty tight, okay? It doesn't have to be super tight. It's gonna help draw that around there. Now this end, I just wanna get it up out of the way just to trim it out. Find a spring to tuck it up underneath here as well. Just reach up underneath there and find a spring to tuck that string up underneath. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna do the backrest. Okay, so a couple tips here. You're always gonna know that's which side it is. In this case, there's an airbag. It says airbag over here on the side. Over here, you can see it probably on that side there. There's a little airbag tag right there. That's going to mean that there's an airbag inside the side of that seat. So we won't have accommodations for that. So here is the accommodations here, these Velcro tabs right there that allow that airbag to deploy without restriction. You can blow through those Velcro tabs and not be restricted at all. So let's go ahead and we're going to open up now. This particular one is this headrest does not come out. Now a lot of headrests you'll be able to push some pins here, slip the headrest up, and it's going to be able to be removed. There is a button on the side here that allows this headrest to basically move forward and back. Okay, we'll probably show that. There's okay, but this headrest does not lift up. So we have accommodations for you. So let me show you this. We're going to open up this right here. This is a Velcro system that allows you to go over the top of the headrest and then Velcro this back together underneath there. It turns out really well. We're going to open up the bottom of the seat cover as well. Okay. There is a tag on this one. Driver backrest. We're going to rip that off right now. Okay. So we're going to take this over the top of the headrest. All right. And then, because we opened that up, we can take and go down over the top of the headrest, and this headrest again doesn't remove, so it required that kind of a system to allow us to pull this down here. Okay, nice. Tuck this Velcro through right like that underneath the headrest. Okay. All right, so now we got that kind of in position. We'll finish that up here. So we're going to finish this out as we get it all done there, but that's just kind of tucked on through for right now. So we're going to finish that up and trim it all out. Okay. All right, so now we have a felt flap on the front edge here. That on the seat cover bottom, let me just show you how this. Let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. On this bottom here, to show you how this works. This is the 2 inches of hook. And that hook is going to be attached to the felt that is going to come through, push through, and then that felt is going to stick down to the Velcro hook. Once we pull it all tight, we're going to stick that down. It's a little hard to see that underneath there because it's all hidden and disguised, but that's really key. Okay, that was a great installation process that we came up with a number of years ago for these kind of seats. Okay, so pull this down. Okay, we can kind of position the side with those tabs. I undid those tabs for those on the sides just to kind of get that over the top of the seat. Kind of set those up. We'll kind of come back and kind of double check those. All right, now what we want to do, we're going to take this and push this through the split of the seat right here. All right. Okay. So there's our felt flap going through the split of the seat. All right. All right, now we go to the back side and pull that around tight. And I've raised the seat, I tipped it forward, making it easier to work with. And then here's our felt flap. And I pulled through the seat. I'm gonna pull it now tight. All right, pull it back here tight. Position that one tight around that cable right there. Okay, pull this tight back here. Pull this side tight over here. All right, now snug that down tight. Pull that back really good and snug tight. Now there is Velcro. Here's our 2 inches of Velcro that we pushed through that were on the bottom. There's the 2 inches of the hook Velcro that we're not yet seating this felt to it just yet until we get it all good and tight, okay? So we're gonna, Now once we've pulled this through tight, I'm gonna check the front side real quick just to see that everything looks good. We're going side to side to make sure that side is all the way to the sides there. Okay, smooth this down here, take out any slack and push that seat cover down there. Okay, I can reach around the back side there and grab that felt again, kind of give it one more tug. Okay, all right, this is all looking good. All right, good, sweet. Now, here it is, felt pulled tight, hook is right there, Velcro hook. I'm gonna take and give one more tug and seal that felt right down there to the hook Velcro. There you go. And then that just attached that down there really nice, really easily too. The bottom was all done. This face is all done of the backrest, and then basically at this point we're just going to take these elastic hooks that were on the original upholstery. We're going to take and reach underneath there and hook those back to, you can kind of reach underneath there and feel it. And there's a bar that runs across there. We're just going to hook that back to right there. Put that back in place. That's our trim. Find that bar again. And hook that. Okay. All right. There we go. And that's going to smooth down or finish out right there. Perfect. Okay. So this is where I push this through around that headrest that was not a removable headrest. I'm going to trim out and just seal that Velcro system back right here. There we go. Very nice. Comes out really good. This customer wanted pockets, deep pockets on the backside back here. Okay. There's a deep pocket. Nicely fitted on the sides. Okay, perfect. There we go. There's the backrest done. We've got in the bottom, the backrest. Finish up with the headrest. On these headrests on this Buick, there is a button here that you can see. I'm pushing it in there, and that allows you to move this headrest forward and back. Kind of a nice feature, really, because sometimes you want that headrest a lot farther back. So, and on our seat covers, we have an opening there so that button is going to be exposed. All right, so I know that this headrest needs this button on this side because the button on the driver's side is on the outside. And really on all the headrests, this is how it would trim out. This would be the front, and then when it was finished, it would look like that right there. It would look like it's kind of flowing with the front just coming around like that. Okay, kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's open this back up. I like to fold this kind of headrest open as much as kind of possible to get it started. Again, we've got this outside, this up to the top, and then you just kind of work this down. Like I said, I've opened it up. If you can compress this a little bit, kind of compress that. That's kind of a trick as well, okay? So we're trying to show you some tricks we've learned over doing a few thousand installs. Started back many years ago doing this. Okay, so compress this in. You want to be careful on sometimes these seams right here, just it's kind of a stress point. We want to make sure that our seam here, okay, another point, is matching this seam here. So I'm off a little bit. I'm going to rotate that. There we go. Okay. So you kind of, as you're getting it moved down, match those seams up. It's going to be a lot easier than, you can match it later, but we compress this on this other side over here. So I'm compressing that foam in there, pulling that headrest down. Okay. We're going to compress this side. Just kind of work back and forth. Okay. Compress that foam there. Work this down a little bit. Okay, compress it a little bit. Once we get, I'm going to go work the back side now. Here. Compress in that foam. Okay. Do the other side over here. Right. Okay. Now a lot of headrests are going to be removable. This one is not. It doesn't make it that much harder, really. It's actually working out works just fine. This is trims up. This is a nice feature here. This you're gonna tuck underneath there and trim it out real nice. Okay. I like to kind of smack this a little bit, kind of take any slack out of here. We've got this seam right on that side right there. That's looking great. Fits on these are amazing. This one is really down tight and does not lift up that I can see. There's no releases on this one. So we're gonna take and push this forward, this tab on the back. I'm gonna push it forward, get it in place. Okay. Okay, so I push that all the way forward. Okay. All right, that's not looking good. And come to the front now. Gotta double check everything. If it's off on its seams at all, you can kind of rotate it, shift it a little bit to get your seams just right. Very nice. Okay, and then we're going to take this right here, and we pushed it all the way to the forward. This has got to come up underneath there, and this has got to then match that Velcro up underneath there and attach. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay, beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Did have a little bit of a lift on that. Okay, good. That attached underneath there. So I pushed the button and moved it forward, and then it did lift up a little bit. So that's attached there. Make sure that trim is tucked underneath there. It's tucked there. Excellent. There's the headrest. So if you released these tabs, you wouldn't really need to when you're pulling this down. But if you did, then you're going to want to reset your tabs, which are release tabs for your airbags. So let's just position that over those tabs. See, let's tuck this around that corner there. And these things fit so nicely. I mean, look at how this is trimmed around that corner right there. All right, and then let's take and attach this one. Let's tuck that on the back side of that trim right there. And then we'll take and attach this right there. Okay, attach that. And now we want to tuck this over the top of that trim where it trims out. Really looking good, okay? Tuck it behind that trim. There we go. See how nice that does? Beautiful. This is tucked inside this trim right here. Really nice, okay? Looking excellent. Okay, one last thing we're gonna take on this side then. So, this customer wanted a pistol pocket. So it's pretty cool. This is a removable pistol pocket. There's a little tab, you know, hey, be responsible, you know, abide by your federal laws and so forth. Let's snap that off there. Okay, so it's padded velour inside. Really kind of 3 pouches. That center one's where the barrel's gonna go down in here. This one's gonna be where a magazine could go in here. Maybe a flashlight's there. So it's really nice pocket here. But this is gonna attach to the front edge if you've ordered the pistol pocket. There's 2 inches of hook on the back side here. The loop was on the front edge of the seat. That way, if you don't have this on there, it's gonna be nice smooth on the back side of your legs. The hook, a little more rough, is on the back side here. It's a nice pouch. If you're carrying your pistol from the car to the house, you've got a nice pouch for it, okay? So let's just attach that. So you turn around here, let me roll the seat to the back side here. And the 2 inches of loop are on the front there. Okay, and we're just gonna position that up. And there it is, okay? Looks really nice, and you got your pistol right there, okay? Or a cell phone, okay? Or some keys. I mean, these are, you know, it's a multi-use pocket. A lot of different things you could use this pocket for. It accesses really easily with just 2 tabs there. Access really easy for your pistol, okay? Close it right there. And again, removable, okay? Or bring it right back, just like that. Great pocket. Nice designs there, okay, perfect. Okay, that's the driver's side. Pretty much the passenger side's just the same.